Welcome, welcome, Virgos. Welcome to Keykey's Doorway. Let's see what you and your soulmate will be encountering for November 17th to November 19th. Goddess, Mother, Ancestors. Okay, got a bonus there, right? Woo. What actions will Mr. and Miss Virgos soulmate will be taking? Again, okay. So it's a lot to be said. A lot to be said both by action and by past lives. So it's not a bonus, it's equal. Let me see. No, it's equal. You'll see in a minute. You'll understand. So let's get it started. Masculine. Virgo, you and your soulmate are becoming your anchor of self-independence. Anchor of self. As you're becoming an anchor of self, as you're becoming that anchor of self, masculine Virgos, your identity, independence, intuition ties into your actions. Asia is all about helping the community and putting your identity to the side for a moment to help the community. In this life, you and your soulmate are realizing it was nothing wrong with helping the community. Now you want to bring yourself identity, your self independence, your self intuition to take action for others by first becoming an anchor for yourself. In order for the community to help each other, in your past life, you realize that you had to know a skill, know a craft, know something that displays you as an individual. Yet, ideology-wise, it showed that you are collective. So, say you made silk. You made silk clothing in your past life, for example. Masculine Virgo. Then how did you get the silk? Yes, it is you as the individual that knows how to make clothing from silk, but it took the society, it took that self to know what actions or what is around you to make as a service. So Asia made me think now of the Silk Road, a road made of silk. You had to have walked, like your soulmate had to have walked that road and recognized that just like a tree, it grew, silk grew. Should it just stay on a tree, or can it be adorned on deities, on beings that we respect, love, and appreciate? Female Virgos, you and your soulmate are becoming and recognizing that from your past life, that the lessons you learned from taking that walk, like your masculine counterpart and their soulmate, when you walked on that Silk Road, you seen that time had an importance to it. You might have realized, my beautiful daughter, this is why during readings I changed the time, not for my daughter's sake, but to see what time is the best time where everyone is up and everyone is probably on their YouTube or on their cell phone. And then also looking at what time I have my daughter around me. And now it's coming to a point where she has to be around me at moments. Just like I've taken her to singing classes to City College with me when I was getting my BA in English and received it. I've taken my daughter to when I, just like you, masculine and feminine Virgos in the lessons in the community, knowing that my daughter is like my community. She's an extension of my community. However, I could not exclude her from how I use my service for others. And the lessons you are learning, Miss Virgo, is the things in your life that make you wise, the things in your life that has shown people around you that you are great at giving and you are great at receiving equally. At times we might confuse you for a Libra because you know how to weigh your scales. You know how to balance out who you are. And this is going to be useful in the service or useful in your life in the direction in which you want to go. Because like any lessons, it's a blessing. So whatever your lesson was so far, it was there to teach you something about yourself, just like your masculine counterpart, and how yourself, when learning these lessons and bringing out your identity and your independence while learning these lessons, have shown you how to be that anchor in the way you bless yourself in learning it. So when people say, how did you get out of this, Miss Virgo? You know what they're really asking you? How did you use yourself, your identity? Identity is all in the house of Aries, the first house of the ego. Your ego had to be present to say, this is who I am. This is where I came from. This is the lessons I've learned. And you can either take what I've learned or not. Both masculine and feminine Virgos, you are connected. Mind, body, soul. Your soul to your source. You're connected by your community. This is why the masculine got the Asian card. This is why you, Miss Virgo, got the lessons and the blessings. Once you realize that you are always about the community, now should you really be concerned about bringing out who you are, yourself, anchoring yourself, showing your independence, showing your identity, showing how your intuition works, and being that anchor for yourself and abroad. Abroad is abroad. A is you. You're the aspiration. You are the admiration. And broad could be right in front of you. And actually abroad, overseas. Because we as human beings are not just here. We communicate on cell phones, and cell phones and computers take us internationally to others. So who is to say, masculine and female Virgos, that what you have to offer as a service would not be seen and used for abroad? Let's see. Masculine, you are the 8th house of Scorpio. You're using your unknown, meaning what is unknown to people outside of you. You know your talent, you know your emotions, you know your abilities, you know your strengths, you know what gives you that drive, you know what gives you balance, you know how to keep that balance even through your passions. And you're bringing out or collaborating with people and organizations that matches that. And when you are doing this, events will start to move fast, because now you're seeing how you are the operator for the community. How you are the engine for the vehicle. How you are literally the heart for the body to move. People are giving you the opportunity to first see how delays are over. And you're seeing that many things that happen at once was giving you that lesson in blessings, like the female Virgo experience, like your feminine energy had experienced as well. Female Virgos, 8 to the 4, look at that. Still the scale, still even. 4 to the 8, even numbers. Like your masculine counterpart, where they're bringing out who they are in 8 ways through their passions, through their actions, because fire is all about our passion, our desire, and then how we act on that. You, Miss Virgo, are becoming that foundation. You are taking what you have learned from your past life from your masculine counterpart, what you have learned from as equal masculine counter and feminine in regards to how your past life and communal living has actually influenced your present view and influence in your community right now. And you're seeing that, yes, your service and whatever you want to bring out is needed. Now you're setting up those 4 foundations to become not only successful, but be more in love with even the movements in which you're doing to make that foundation. You're even being more fiery when it comes to how you nurture and cater that passion, because you're in the 4th house of Cancer. And Cancer is all about catering, nurturing, and becoming that like the claw, clutching what you know is of value to you that you want to release out to others. So yes, you will be receiving contentment, peace, and abundance. You and your soulmate, Miss Virgo. When you're taking those actions, a happy home life will be around you. You will recognize that the more you're passionate, the more your environment physically does change. The more you want to redecorate your apartment, the more you want to reinvent your house, because it is going to physically match the way you're moving. I like the way you move. Ooh, ooh, I like the way you move. Da, da, da. We like the way you move. So keep moving, because the successful completion of a project is near. What ties you, masculine and feminine Virgos, to your desire, to your passions, to your dreams, and making that a foundation is your trinity in you. Your masculine is all about how you take that action. Yes, masculine and feminine, we have these things, our energy and emotions in us. So masculine side of yourself is all about that action. It's all about setting that stage. The feminine is saying, okay, you want to make that stage, so we going to have to strategize like the feminine and the masculine are doing right now to make that a reality. And you're going to use your heart, your soul, and how you cater to that. When you're seeing that physically manifest in front of you, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams. It is mentioned from the masculine and their soulmate. It's mentioned to yours, female Virgos, and your soulmate. And collectively, it's being recognized. Even the acts to action. Your past life showed that. And even how you can be using that in the present. Now even the way you are moving through action is showing that nurturing yourself and others will make you, and you will be recognized as the Empress. And when you do that, look at that. Even to a water. That love, the Lover's card. And you're being the lovers of and bringing it out, because now it's showing you that it's connected, has always been connected to your core values, yourself, your self-worth, which ties into the communal living, which ties into the lessons and blessings, which ties into the Asian past lives you all experienced, masculine and feminine Virgos and your soulmates. Now you're bringing out that emotional cup, Now you understand where your emotions come from. So when you think, oh, I don't have emotions, or I don't know how to really express them, yes, you do. You might have to express them first as a passion, as an action. Then once you did the action, now you can emotionally and intuitively break that down to others, including yourself. So a relationship that continues to grow closer is happening right now. Forgiving is necessary. How long, how many times you got to forgive? That's on us as human beings. It's no tally mark to how much you can forgive. Is it showing you the lessons? Is it showing you the blessings? Is it making you stronger and wiser? Because as that is happening, you're seeing a positive resolution of a conflict. You're seeing that the conflict needed to be there to know how to cultivate. Just like 2 plus 3, now y'all both, masculine and feminine Virgos, are coming into the 5th house of Leo, that fire. You're becoming the sun. You're becoming the star for others to learn from you. Understand that. Till we meet again, I always leave a paragraph in the description box below to what may be going on and through the actions, what might perk up as a thought, and how can it be utilized. I also leave information if you would like to get a personal reading or get a 1-question reading in regards to this reading or something that is truly happening in your life right now. Until we meet again, I love you. I love you, Mr. and Miss Virgos. We will see you on the other side.